Hello! You may not recognize this show because there's no opening gag. So for those of you who wanted that, leave now. Don't. Stay. I love you. No, we're just going to do a little fun little thing on graphic novels to start off. So hello, welcome to Triple G. The gentleman sitting to my left L, is RJ. I don't give out last names on my show, so you have to guess it.
RJ's an acronym anyway, so don't even try.
One of my very good friends, he's going to just talk about a graphic novel, as will I, just to kind of give you a couple good little reads if you haven't read them yet. My book that I am talking about is Batman: The Killing Joke. It's a classic. I am a huge Batman fan. If you're going to pick up any Batman book, this is the one to do. It's the perfect Joker story. It's the origin of Joker. The story of how Barbara Gordon gets paralyzed, so it's a milestone in that sense as well. Alan Moore has written many wonderful things. His time on The Thing was amazing. And I think he did Watchmen too, right?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. The Watchmen book was his.
He did Watchmen like he did Watchmen.
Yeah. He was the reason why I hated the Watchmen movie. The joke at the end will leave anybody laughing, no matter if you love the Joker or hate the Joker. You will love this book.
I read and reviewed Dead Space Liberation. The new game just came out recently. I've yet to play it, but I hear good things. I hear amazingly great, awesome, honey-coated things about it, to be honest, but it looks good. Basically, it takes place a little bit before the events of Dead Space 3. It bolsters the main lore by examining events which occur off the screen of the games, and they also provide a lot of background info, so you can gain more insight in the world of the game itself, but it doesn't leave you clueless at the same time. Basically, the story on the planet, is based on the planet Uxor, which is home to the Red Marker. After an attack which exposes the marker, John Carver finds himself in the midst of a mission of vital importance. Christopher Shy, he's the gentleman who did the artwork on it. It's amazing, and it's probably one of the things that truly sells the book for anybody who picks it up. So all in all, Liberation's a great addition to the Dead Space universe. It's a great piece for anyone that's already been exposed to the lore or anybody who's just jumping in, so pick it up.
Alright, nerdlingers. The game that I was going to go with this episode, I was going to say this week, but we do it bi-weekly, was going to be Dead Space 3, but I hadn't had a chance to play it, so I decided that probably wouldn't be the best for me to just talk about something I didn't play yet. So I did The Walking Dead. It was a 5-part episodic Xbox Live and PSN game that you could just download. And then when it eventually got Game of the Year, they made a hard disk copy of it. So I played the trial, swept away by only 10 minutes of gameplay, and decided I had to play the whole thing. This poster's awesome, but I'm covering up Andrew Lincoln because this game has nothing to do with him, or Rick, or the whole group. It's based on actually an entirely new group of people you haven't even met in the books. You are Lee, an escaped convict, and that's all I'm going to say, because if you haven't played it, then I'll be giving too much away. But you're looking after this little girl, and basically trying to make her not die in a horrific environment around her. But it's all touch-and-click decision-making, so if you've played like an old-school PC game where you're just walking around touching bases, seeing if there's items inside that might give away who killed Professor Derpensturp, I don't know. It'll pull at your heartstrings enough to make a grown man cry. And I know this because I've heard it, not because I did it. Here's the gravy, I guess, of this roast beef dinner. It's a fantastic game. It's about 2 or 3 hours per episode, so you're getting a good 10-hour game out of it, and the replay value is sick. You get different outcomes based on different decisions. I give this game easy 10 out of 10, and maybe even a 20 out of 10. That's how good it is. Okay, quick tags. Going back to my roots, talking about wrestling like this show used to do. Monday night, The Rock. Oh, everybody loves The Rock. He's back and champion. I love it. Not really, but he brought out a new belt, which everybody has been wanting for so long, for 8 years since that gaudy spinner belt came out. And now he's got this rhinestone-studded, black gold-looking piece of jewelry that just looks worse than the actual spinner belt itself. So it's like, well, yay, we have a new one. You can go ahead and take it back.
This last weekend I went and saw A Good Day to Die Hard because I'm a pretty big Bruce Willis fan and a big Die Hard fan. And overall, I'd have to say it's a pretty good action movie. The car chase scene towards the beginning is phenomenal. It's about 15 minutes long and just non-stop action. Very cool. As a Die Hard movie, unfortunately, I have to say it's pretty weak. And unfortunately, where it runs like 97 minutes, it's like a half hour shorter than the other films, which I don't know why they let that go on. But I hear they're doing a 6th one, so hopefully they kind of go back to the roots and that and make a big feature-length and 2-hour movie. Hopefully.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, which is probably anybody watching this video except for a select few, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Big news on that front this week. Harrison Ford got called in, and we're pretty sure it's official. That means it's Han Solo all over people. I mean, all over your face, like Han Solo, which means there's going to be Carrie Fisher, there's going to be Mark Hamill, probably the kids are involved, at least that's the rumor. So that's the big thing right now for Star Wars, and things are rolling out faster, so we'll keep up on that as we go on.
Say cheese!
Cheese.
Okay, this episode was okay. It was fun for me to make. It's fun for me to bring my buddy RJ up here. Always awesome to see Travis. Thank you for watching Triple J. For Travis, RJ, Eric, peace out.
When I die, will they remember not what I did, but what I haven't done? It's nothing yet.
I don't want Lori behind me. I don't trust her. She's gonna sleep with my best friend and then blame me.